Keenan McCardell is a new wide receivers coach here for the Minnesota Vikings. He joins me today virtually for a one-on-one. And Coach, congratulations. Thank you for joining me today.
Gabe, thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here, man. I'm happy that the Viking organization even considered me as a receiver coach. Coach Zimmer, you know, those guys, him and Coach Kubiak wanted me to be here, and man, I'm just happy to be here.
So when the hire was announced the other day, I tweeted and said, "Experience is life's greatest teachers." Keenan McCardell's experience, 17 years playing, Super Bowl winning wide receiver, so on and so forth. Vikings fans know what they're getting in a coach. We know we're getting a gem, but the person though, for Vikings fans who don't know you, who is Keenan McCardell the person?
I'm a humble person, man, that always wants to prove my worth. I always say persistence is a key to my success in the National Football League. And I kind of, as a player, but now as a coach, I say the same thing. You got to be persistently good each and every week. I mean, and each and every day, you got to go out and try to be better. 1 minute, 1 hour at a time. You got to keep going and try to be better. I mean, and if you can continue to be better every time you step out on the field, or every time you step in the classroom with the guys, they'll be better. Coach,
17 seasons in the NFL, not a lot of people can say that. But I got to talk about your time in San Diego. Your head coach, the late Marty Schottenheimer, your wide receivers coach, James Lofton, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Marty Ball, we know what that is, right? Run, 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 run. James Lofton, arguably one of the greatest wide receivers in the history of the NFL. How has both of those aspects shaped your coaching career?
You know what? Marty always told me, you got to have good people on your team to have a good team. And I kind of take that for as being a position coach. First off, I got to have great people in my room. And then if you got great people in your room, you'll have a great room and you'll have great football players. And Coach Lofton, he always used to tell me when I was playing there, he used to be like, "You are my pencil. You stay sharp all the time, so I don't need to use you." But I used to tell him all the time, I am always I'm one of those pencils that you could automatic
mechanical
pencils that you can keep, my mechanical pencils that you can keep clicking, and I'm gonna stay sharp. So keep using me and click it again, and I'll be sharp. And so the thing that I take from Coach Lofton is that you have to use your players, every single one of your players in your room. You got to give them that confidence. If they don't get the confidence from you as a coach, who's going to give it to them? And then if you use them all, they'll all buy in and go out and give you everything that you want from them each and every day and each and every game.
You're heading into your 9th year coaching in the NFL. You've coached guys like Stephon Diggs in college. Of course, we know he made arguably the greatest catch in franchise history. You've coached DJ Chark the past 2 seasons. We've seen his progression. How would those guys or any of your former guys explain your coaching style?
I'm pretty persistent. I'm pretty, I'm demanding. I want them to be great. I want everybody in my room to be great. I want everybody in my room to think that they're great, because every time they step out on that field, you got to be great, especially at this level, because you're playing the greatest players in the world. So you gotta take yourself. You gotta believe in yourself as you're a great player, because you're here. I tell them that, because you're in the National Football League. You're one of 1,500 players. You are a great player. So play like you're a great player, and believe that you are a great player, and they get it and they understand it. So when they do have the opportunities, if it's a lot or if it's few, they go out and give me everything that they got.
You got a lot of guys in this receiver room right now for the Vikings that want to be great. I'm gonna talk about 2: Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. Your excitement level about the opportunity to coach those 2 guys, and have you talked to them at all?
I have, and I'm excited. I hope they're excited to get me as a coach, but I'm excited as a coach to have those two guys as players. You know, I want those guys to understand that I'm coming in. I mean, they've already started painting their canvas. Like I always tell receivers, you are a painter, and every painter is different. Every artist is different, as you know. If anybody does painting, every artist is different, and I want you to have your canvas, and I'm gonna help you fill that canvas in as much as I can. But at some point, you got to take the pencil and start or brush and start painting and make your canvas the way you want it, because everybody knows that artists think different. And I'm gonna tell you what, being in the receiver room, each and every one of them think different. So that's how I see it. And me as a player, I was the same way. You know, I just thought different, and I want those guys to think different, but still do it the way we want it done, but also have their own flavor to being who they are.
You've been a part of dynamic duos during your time in the NFL, and of course the Vikings have, you know, arguably one of the best ones with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. So how do you stress the importance of painting together while helping the team win?
You have to push each other. You have to be competitive. I think it's competition, but it's friendly competition. And every day you go out, you should go over there on your side of the ball and go out and have a magnificent day. And the other guy should look on the other side of the ball and say, well, he's having a great day. I need to have a great day. I need to pick up my work ethic. And if you can do that and continue to understand your role in our offense, it'll be a great marriage between those two guys.
You're talking about roles, and you know, throughout your playing career, you know, you have been the number 1, number 2 guy, but you've been number 3 and number 4 guy at certain times of your career also. So how do you think that perspective will help this receiver group not name Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen?
Well, I tell these guys all the time, like, I can tell you, I've sat, and I can tell you what's going to happen to every single one of you guys, because I've sat in every single one of those guys' seat in that room, and I can give them that experience of the obstacles that they're going to have to hurdle when it comes. Before it comes, you know, you can be ready for it, you know, and there's nothing like preparation for a battle or obstacle or something that you got to, you know, overcome. And I think I'm a guy that's been there. I can give it to them, and I always say it's up to you to take it, but I'm gonna show you probably what's gonna happen, and it's how you react to it is how you're gonna get through it. I mean, like we always say, adversity. This adversity is about to come to you. How are you gonna handle this adversity? And I can give them my experiences, and football really doesn't change. Though I always say the third guy to the last practice squad guy is the most important people in our room, because they got to be ready at the drop of the hat to step in and be a starter, because you never know what's going to happen to the first two. And the more that the better that I have them ready to do that, the easier it is when they step on the field. Everybody in the building has a lot of confidence in them to go play and make the plays that the 1 and 2 guys would have made if they would have been there.
So at what point do you say, hey, watch out, let me show you how to run this route?
Those days are over. I ain't gonna say they're over, but it costs for me to run routes now.
Well, Coach, you got some good guys that can run routes. I'm looking forward to seeing how you coach those guys up. Minnesota Vikings fans are excited to see what you do. Best of luck going forward, Coach.